What's going on, guys? Crypto Renegade here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a review and unboxing of the new crypto hardware wallet, the Ngrave Zero, as well as the Graphene. Stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this one. All right, guys, welcome back. So again, I'm super excited. I've waited over 2 years for this to finally get the Ngrave Zero in my hands after several delays and shipping and production issues. It's finally here, so let's unbox it and take a look at my first impressions, and we'll take a look at also the coin support, some of the unique form factor and features, as well as the security. And of course, I'll do some comparisons in future videos with some other hardware wallets. But before I finally unwrap this, I just want to shout out my new website, bitcoinlockup.com. As you can see on your screen, brand new, fully redesigned, and it will have exclusive content there that won't be made available on YouTube or anywhere else. Go ahead and check it out, as well as the new free ebook. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Now, before I unwrap the plastic wrapping here, the box itself is just pure black all the way through, and this is the back of it, where it has model batch 0, which means this is one of the first ones off the line, and it kind of gives an overall description of the device itself. As you can see down here, it's made in Belgium, which is unique. Most hardware wallets are now made in China, which I know is a big deal for a lot of different people. So this one is manufactured and designed in Belgium, in Brussels, which I think is very unique and cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and peel this off and take a look. Okay, and this appears to be a sticker. Now, this is a very high quality box. As far as quality and big boxes that I've seen before, they definitely put in a lot of care and attention to detail. You have the Engrave logo here embedded in and engraved in, which is very nice feature here. And of course, this is a premium and a high-end hardware wallet. So let me see how we open this here. Okay, so there's a lot of magnetic clasp right here. Okay, wow, take a look at this. Start truly owning what is yours. All right, so. All right, and it looks like we have a handwritten card here from the team, which is very thoughtful, very nice, from the CEO and the rest of the team. Very awesome. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is it. This thing feels very heavy and it feels very good. As you can see here on the device here, this is obviously as you're seeing the first time I'm seeing it here. I'm going to move the box out of the way. It's very polished. It's got a very high-end finish here. This appears to be the camera and the QR code scanner here. This appears to be the power on button on the bottom here. And or actually no, this appears to be the power on button. So there appears to be 2 mechanical buttons. This is an air gap device as well, which we'll get into in a second. And that appears to be the camera screen. And then this is the front. Let me peel that off. Okay, very nice. So we'll take a look and see what this is. So there is a device here, or a button on here. I'm gonna see if I can power it on. As you can see, there's a green dot that is activating or turning on the device. And we'll take a look at the rest of the box here in just a second, as soon as I can see what this loads up with. Now, while this is loading up, this is a 3-tiered hardware wallet device. And what that means is you have the mobile app on iOS or Android called the Engrave Liquid. That's where you manage and sign and send transactions, and you can manage your portfolio there. Again, it doesn't serve as a hot wallet. It just serves as a gateway to managing this as the cold wallet. As you can see here, it's booting the firmware for the very first time here. And there also is another layer besides the Ngrave Zero here itself called the Graphene, which we're going to take a look at in just a second here. And we'll cover some coin support and pricing near the end. I'm not sure what this button at the bottom here is, other than it might just be a charger for the USB because, yep, there it is. This is a USB charger because it is an air gap device. And it feels beautiful. Very high end, very premium. This is like nicer than a brand new high end iPhone in my opinion. I'm so excited to try this out. Okay, so English, I'm gonna go ahead and click next on the screen. It's gonna have the software license agreement. I'm gonna trust them and accept it. It says, hello, I'm Zero. From now on, I'll protect your assets. So let's verify, next. Okay, so this is the part here where it's gonna take you through the setup flow, which I'll do in a future video and kind of explain how that works. This is so you can download the application, you can synchronize it with the device, similar to an Elipal Titan, similar to a Keystone Pro. And basically, this is gonna allow you to go through that setup flow. But again, just wanted to give you my first impressions and feel of the device, and this is very, very cool. So let's take a quick look here at what else is in the box. So they obviously have some very high-end packaging here. Right here, we appear to have the USB-C to USB-A cable. It is braided and it is a higher premium quality than just your standard cheap cable, which is nice. I'm not gonna unravel it, but it appears to be about 3 feet long. Right here, we have the puncture tool device for the Ngrave Graphene. So we'll take a look at that now, and they have, looks like the little Engrave logo here. And this is very similar to some other devices, but what we're about to find out here is extremely unique. Okay, so if I go even deeper into this box, it says Unleash Zero, how to use the most secure hardware wallet in the world. Okay, so we have some very high-end instructions, it looks like. We have the master graphene, which is we're gonna take a look at here, and then it says Experience Liquid. So again, this is a 3-tiered hardware wallet system. You have your metal recovery seed phrase backup that's gonna be on the graphene. You have your wallet and coin management and portfolio balance here on the liquid. And then of course the Ngrave Zero itself. And this is gonna give you full instructions and details on how to get everything set up. Very, very cool. So let me move that out of the way here. Of course, we have the Engrave logo and stickers. We have another card here that appears to say an important notice. It's just letting you know, of course, that your 24-word seed phrase should never be given out and keep it private, okay? Pretty common stuff for us here. And then it says here, write down the 64 characters of your Engrave perfect key, which is also known as the private key. And you can transcode it here into the 24-word recovery seed phrase with each word, or you can do the hexadecimal 24-character private key here, which is extremely cool. Now, in terms of the Ngrave Graphene, ooh, this is very high quality. So it's 2 plates, and you can see here on the back here, it has the logo built in right here, but this has 2 plates. And basically the way that it works is that, it's probably hard to see on the camera here, but there's a corresponding letters and numbers on certain rows that are hexadecimal. And basically what you'll do is you'll clamp this into place, and you'll actually be able to puncture each individual row based on your 24-word recovery seed phrase that will be generated on the Ngrave Zero hardware wallet itself. Now the seed phrase is gonna be generated here. You're going to actually transcode it and enter it here on the graphene. And again, ideally what you'll do is you'll keep this plate, which will have the private key, in one location and keep it secured. And then you have this plate here which transcribes it, and you'll keep that in a separate location. And then of course, they're useless without each other because you're gonna need the plate, both plates, in order to read the private key. In the event that if this ever breaks or you need to restore your funds or anything like that, you can do so using these 2 plates. So this is very secure and very unique. I'm very impressed with the way that they've done this. And as you've seen in most other hardware wallet videos that I've done, most hardware wallets just come with the hardware wallet and then of course a piece of paper for you to write the phrase. They've really come up with everything here. They've covered all the bases. You have the air-gapped hardware wallet here. You have the recovery seed backup phrase that can be split into multiple parts. It's kind of like multi-factor or multi-sig in a sense. And then of course you have the paper backup here just in case right here as well. So let's talk a little bit, and I'll wrap this up here. We'll talk a little bit about the coin support, the device itself, and what is in the pipeline here. So again, on the hardware wallet itself, this is air-gapped. So there is no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, no cellular, no NFC, no wireless communication whatsoever. This is completely managed by QR codes, similar to the LOCKUP Titan and the Keystone Pro. But what makes this different and higher quality than the LOCKUP and the Keystone Pro is that this has an EAL 7+ certified security element chip, which is the very first of its kind. There is no other hardware wallet on planet Earth that's been through more security testing, which is extremely, extremely cool. And this is anti-tamper, so it's built to self-destruct. Again, if anyone tries to crack it open and try to extract the private keys from the device, this is very, very secure. And again, it's gone through rigorous and extensive studies, testing, certifications, and so on. And ultimately, this touchscreen is awesome, by the way. But ultimately, this thing here is the most secure hardware wallet on planet Earth. If you want the best, this is the Ferrari of hardware wallets. You're not gonna get anything better. I cannot wait to try this out tonight and then also do some comparison videos once I've actually tested it, sent and received transactions, set up my Engrave Graphene, and explaining how all of that works in a different video I'll do just for the Graphene. But for this, you know, this 3-tiered system between the application, between the device where the private keys are stored and your backup, everything built in is just amazing. Now let's cover quickly the basic coin support that it's going to come with right now, and then we'll end on the price. So the basic coin support that it's going to be coming here now is obviously you're going to have Bitcoin, Ethereum with all ERC20 tokens. So right off the bat, it's going to have 1,000+ tokens. Coming out in a future firmware update, once they get the first batch release, they're going to be working on stakeable and proof of stake coins, things like Tezos, things like Polkadot, things like Kusama and Chainlink, all of which are going to have staking available very shortly after. Now, this is again going to be a DeFi wallet. It's going to have a lot of features between DeFi trading, using Uniswap, using decentralized exchanges, being able to stake your storage or your crypto assets cold. Again, a lot of this can be done on other crypto hardware wallets, but I'm really betting that this is going to be the answer to all of my hardware wallet problems, because again, it gives me a multi-layer solution. It gives me a high-end, very premium, high quality. And even though it's not going to have the ultimate coin support up at the very first, this thing is going to be ramping up and having new features that no other hardware wallet is even capable of. Honestly, this is the most excited I've been for a hardware wallet in a very long time, and that is what I focus and specialize in. So again, this is what we're looking at. Now I'll end with the price here. Again, there's some other coins I probably didn't mention. Check the link in the description below, not only for the best price on this device if you want to pre-order it, but also if you want to make sure that you're getting the best deal no matter what. Now, one quick thing before the price, I am going to say that as of shooting this video, it's December 2021. This is the very first batch. The team is doing something very good, which is they're fulfilling all back orders. Since it just got off the assembly line, they're fulfilling all back orders before they start taking new orders, which is very commendable. I will say that they are projected in Q1 of 2022, so either January or February, that people can start ordering this again. So again, if you want to be updated for that, as well as get pre-ordering at the best price, check the link down below in the description. Now, as far as the price, so you can order the Ngrave Zero by itself for 398 euros, which is essentially roughly $550 US, or you can get the combo with the Graphene and the Ngrave Zero, which is going to be roughly $600 US, give or take. Again, the prices are subject to change depending on availability and supplies and so on and so forth. But again, this is your higher end premium device. This is the nicest and highest end device as I'm told, and again, I'm gonna test it out myself, but this is supposed to be the nicest hardware wallet that you can get on planet Earth, and I cannot wait to test this out and give you feedback on a follow-up video with deeper dive into the graphene, a deeper dive into the Ngrave Zero itself, functionality, the way that the app works, the usability, the experience. I cannot wait. But if you want the best of the best, this is gonna be it. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns on this, please leave it down below and I will answer it. Again, I've been waiting beyond a long time for this, and I'm very excited to end this video and actually dive in and start setting it up myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. Crypto Renegade out.